Welcome back to Red Dirt Floss Works. I am Bree. Usually Ashlyn is here with me, but she'll be with us in later videos. Today is, I believe, our fourth installment of the mini-series Christmas in July. Throughout the month of July, I am working on only my Christmas projects, and we'll get into that in just a second. Welcome to our returning viewers. And also welcome if you are seeing our channel for the first time. This is a channel about cross stitch, a few other miscellaneous crafts, but majority of the time it's only cross stitch. Like I said, usually Ashlyn is my co-host, but since this is kind of my mini series, she'll join us in other videos. We hope that you enjoy this little mini series that we've done. She's done one about 6 months ago, and then I'm doing this Christmas in July one. And then we'll probably do another advent calendar, which is what she did in December. We'll probably do another advent calendar towards the end of the year this year. Again, if you're joining us for the first time, this is Christmas in July, a little short series. I'm doing stitching for about 7 to 8 days, and then I'm doing a video to show you the progress that I made throughout the week. How I'm doing that is I am using a random spin the wheel app on my phone that has all my Christmas projects on it. Spin the wheel chooses the project, and then I'll spin another wheel that has the amount of days that I'll work on that project for. I did have a question or a comment on our last video of what app that I use, and I'm going to show that app to you now. So the app that I use is literally called Spin the Wheel Random Picker, and here is a photo of it, or a quick glance at it from the App Store. It is free, but you do have to wait on ads, so just be aware of that. So, and I don't mind seeing the ads to use a free app, but there are 1,000 other random picker, spin the wheel decision apps in the App Store. That's just the one that I use. I can customize the wheel. I can put photos of the projects on the wheel. And again, if you're new to the mini series, if this is the first time you're seeing it, you'll see that here in just a second. That's the app that I use. So let's pick a project. I'm gonna jump right into the video, and the first thing that I want to do is look at the progress from last week. The first project that I worked on was Santa's house. Here's the cover art. Throughout this video, I will pop in the cover art for a moment, and then I will show you the before photo from the previous week. So this is how it was last week, and I got pretty good. This had 3 days worth of progress on it, so I got quite a bit done. This last week was kind of hectic with work and everything, but I did get some progress done. So see, here is the progress that I got on Santa's house. This project is by Cottage Garden Samplings, and this is the first house in the Fabulous House series. I'm trying not to get too much shadow on it. If you joined me last week with this project, this is kind of my difficult project. I had to decide if I was going to, I had already started this previously, and it had some counting errors, and I had to decide if I was going to rip it out or start over. I showed this last week, but here's the original, and here's the restart. So not too far away from where we were on the original. I'm really happy with the progress. This is the new start. There are no counting errors, knock on wood. Everything has lined up so far. So that is Santa's house. This is a paper chart, so I don't have any stats for you on it, but I'm really happy with the progress that it has gotten this week. Maybe it'll get drawn again. We'll get some more progress on it. The next project that I worked on was Evergreen Forest by Shannon Designs. This was, so on the spinning wheel, I had a new start, which got drawn last week to be worked on for 2 days. I got, excuse me if I glance down, I've got notes here. I got 498 stitches. I don't know why I just didn't put in those extra 2 stitches to make it an even 500. But 498 stitches, that brought it up to about 6.43%. There's a total of about 7,700 stitches in this whole project. So here is where I'm at. I'm going to kind of move it over here to the side. Here is where I am at on Evergreen Forest. So this tree is, the complete outline is done. I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer. Excuse the shadow here. So the complete tree is done. However, the blocks that you see in the middle need B5200, so that's kind of a fill-in thing. And then I got these other two little trees done, and then this tree here. All of these trees, the little ones, still need their little trunk or stem, so that's what I had to do on those. So yeah, this was only 2 days. This is a brand new start. So I'm really liking the way that it's coming out. It is very cute. It is very petite. It is on a 25 count Lugana Vintage Country Mocha. And I'm doing it 1/1, so it's very, very tiny and very petite. If you follow me on Instagram, there is a new start photo up there, and there'll be progress pictures posted on my Instagram, which will be linked down in the description box below. So that is Evergreen Forest by Shannon Christine Designs. And I've said this in previous videos, but again, if you're joining for the first time, I'll let everybody know. If you have any questions about any of the patterns that I show or fabric that I show, or questions on anything that we use, please feel free to ask a question down in the comments, message us on Instagram, message us via email. We answer any and all as fast as we can, so feel free to shoot us a message on any of those platforms. The next project that I worked on was Reindeer Mug. The Reindeer Mug got 2 days as well, and I'm going to glance down and look at my notes. It is sitting at 2336 of 2800 stitches. So we're sitting at about 83. I'm going to put my hand behind it because I've got some light coming in from the back. We're sitting at about 83% on the really, really, really cute reindeer Christmas mug. So I got some work in on it. So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit and see if you can still see it, the shadow from my camera. But anyways, so really stinking cute. I absolutely love these. Ashlyn is also working on these, and then she's also working on Santa's house. So if you didn't see the last video, she snuck into the middle of the video to show her Santa's house as well, which she is much farther along than I am, but go check that out in the last video. Anyways, so the reindeer mug got quite a bit of work. It only got 2 days, but I did have plenty of time to work on it during the weekend. That's whenever its days were. We had a cross stitch meetup with our little Northwest Oklahoma cross stitchers group, and I got, I think, 4 hours put in it in that day, so it got quite a bit of work. Welcome to my favorite part of the episode. This is where I pick the projects that I'm going to work on for the next week. How it works is, as I said earlier, I will spin a wheel to determine which project I will work on. Then I will spin an additional wheel to determine the amount of days I will work on that project. I will try to pick projects in the amount of days adding up to about a week. That way in a week's time I can make another video, which we'll be getting close to the end of July at that time, and we'll have kind of a whip parade and we'll see all the projects. And then we will wrap the video up and let's pick some projects. First project that we're going to work on is the mugs. So we may get very, very lucky and we may have a finished mug next week. We'll see. Let's pick the amount of days that the reindeer mug is going to get worked on. Gotta wait for ads. Okay, I'm going to pick the amount of days that the mugs are going to get worked on. I may either finish the mug and start another one, or I may pick another project. We'll see how I feel throughout the week. But let's see how many days the mugs are going to get. Okay, so I may choose another project, or I may start another mug. We'll see how I feel at that time. If I'm at a little bit of a dilemma with the mugs, so if you think that I should do all 12 mugs on the sheet of fabric that I have, the piece of fabric that I have, let me know down in the comments. If you think I should do the mugs as individual ornaments, leave your opinion down in the comments as well. I'm trying to decide what to do. I haven't really decided. I was going to kind of decide whenever I got this first mug done, but let me know what you think down in the comments. I've seen it both ways, and both ways is really cute. I have a future goal of having an entire Christmas tree that's solely cross-stitch ornaments, but let me know what you think I should do down in the comments. So let's pick our next project. The new project is okay. So I'm actually not going to do a new start, but I'm going to be working on the new start. So I have not changed the wheel, but I'm going to be working on Evergreen Forest by Shannon Designs. That will be the second project. Okay, I'm going to pick the amount of days for the Evergreen Forest. So let's see how many days we're going to work on Evergreen Forest for. Okay, 3 days for Evergreen Forest. Let's go ahead. That's about 5 days. Let's go ahead. We got 2 days for the mugs, 3 days for Evergreen Forest. Let's pick one more as a backup. If I run out of days, we won't work on it, but if I have time, I will work on it. Let's see what it's gonna be. Ooh, the stocking. Perfect. All right, let's see how many days we're gonna work on the Christmas stocking for. About 4 days. We probably will not get that many days, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave it as 4. So that's a total of about 9 days. That will get us to the end of the month. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna work on the Christmas stocking for about 4 days. That is all the projects. That will probably get us to the end of the month, and then we'll do a wrap up at the end. Every project got touched at least one time, so I'm super happy about that. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop your questions in the comments, email us like I said earlier. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!